Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marnie's TV. I'm Denise, and my partner in crime is Mary. Mary, say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so today we're going to break down The Musketeers Season 3, Episode 8, Prisoners of War.
Yeah.
And I just right off the bat thought it was a really good episode. A lot happened. We only have two left, so I mean, I guess they're kind of like, of course, it's going to all be really, really packed with action and
Yes.
happening and moving the characters along. It's only two more.
I
How
know,
do you,
it's so
how
sad.
do you feel about the episode, Mary?
Um, I thought that there was a lot happening all at once, but like you just said, like there's only two episodes left, and they have this whole story to fold up, put back together. Um, so the king is really sick. Erebus is in trouble. Athos is going off the deep end. Sylvie's in trouble. My lady shows up. Like there's so much that all happens, but it all needed to happen in time for the finale. So it was a little bit too busy, but I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, since you brought it up, let's go ahead and talk about the king. I mean, he
Yes.
is on his deathbed. Like, I mean, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so sad. And I think that Ryan Gage is playing this. He's amazing. And I just love the way he's playing it and playing into the crazy loopy king. And I don't know, it's just so sad.
I mean, I feel like he has really grown as a character to me. Because in season one, he was just like a man baby that I was just kind of like, oh, he's like leaning on Cardinal Richelieu as a crutch and, all that. But like, man, this season, he's he's been pretty amazing. And Ryan Gage has just been perfect right off the bat, every episode. So, yeah, this is going to be a tragedy, if he dies in the next couple episodes. So I don't know how they're going to kill him, or if they're going to kill him, or what, but it's going to be crazy. So,
Well, I'm assuming he's gonna die because he looks like he's
oh
about ready to drop.
yeah,
And so he's like, they have him on what, opiates now? And
right.
so he goes out into the garden and he's like, oh my God, there are snails in my garden. I'm like, what is wrong with him? And then, of course, Treville is looking for him. And he gets the Musketeers involved. Like, oh my God, he's missing. They thought he might be with the Queen, and he wasn't. So they're outside looking for him. And he's just like waddling and rolling on the ground. I was just like feeling it was funny because he was all delusional. But in the same token, it was like, oh my God, this is too much. And
Yeah.
then he's hallucinating that he's having this interaction and he's playing and having a good time with
Hmm.
Milady.
That was so weird.
Oh my God, Otho's face when he said Milady de Winter. He was like, not this again.
Yeah,
Like,
he does do that.
the disdain he has for her was evident on his face.
Well, and I mean for good reason. We don't have to talk about that yet.
Right?
Oh, race is gonna race. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lord.
Anyway,
Okay, so did you want to say Anything else about the king?
No, no, I'm gonna save it for the next because there's I feel like there's more to be said about the king in the next episode for me personally. And the
Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll come up again anyway because their stories are so
I feel
intertwined.
like so much is about to converge. And so like yeah, yeah.
Okay, so next we have Athos. Athos?
Sorry, my mom was yelling.
You're fine. So
Yeah, let's talk about Athos, man. He is driven by revenge. I mean, for good reason. Grandma just definitely tried to kill him 2 episodes ago, choking him with the big heavy chain, all that jazz. And then the women that raised him, the one woman definitely poisoned him in a little cabin in the woods. Like
oh my god. You know what? Grandma has been a thorn in his side. And I feel Athos when he's like, you know what? The only thing I can focus on right now
yeah.
is killing him. He does not deserve to be around common, decent folk. Like, he needs to be killed.
I feel that.
And
Oh
I
my.
am so with Athos. I'm like, okay, yeah, he needs to die.
I definitely agree. Like grandma is doing like way too much. Like this is the point where I feel like remember in season 2 when Rochefort, like that last episode before they killed him, he was completely off the deep end. Like he was nuts. I feel like grandma is about to have that moment where like I mean what didn't he get shot? Like yeah, Sylvie shot him. Like how is he still walking? He's a
I
super.
don't know that. I like the answers. I guess it's
If he
hard to
just
feel when you're so evil.
like he just dies quietly from his injuries, that would be real life. I mean, he's already been shot and stabbed. Like
And
oh
he pulled the bullet out his own by his lonesome. Just pulled it out his stomach.
yeah, Gaston's sitting there looking at him. Like
You know what? And then also, I guess we can save that for later. But Gaston is getting on my nerves.
oh my god, I cannot stand him. I can't. I I don't think they needed to add him. Well, I guess if they were gonna kill Ferone, the older brother, then they needed another bad guy to want to be the king. But Gaston, I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad about the actor, but I feel like it was a rush to kind of get him in the story. They didn't need him. But
Well, I think you feel that way because they didn't develop him enough
yeah, true.
for me. So I don't know. But anyway, I did laugh when he was like, she's Spanish. Isn't that enough to hate her? I was like, oh my God, I cannot.
Yeah, that was good. No, that was good.
That's more than enough. Yeah.
That was funny. I like that.
Oh my God. And then his comeback was, oh, well, you're French. Is that not enough for them to love you? They don't love you.
Right? Ugh. Is that when he was talking to their rich cousin, the money bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was crazy enough, and he didn't trust Grimmauld either, which spoke volumes. So it was like maybe there's some good decency inside of them after all, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide if they're actually bad guys yet, or if they just want power.
I think they just want power. And Gaston is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think they want anybody to like die. I know.
She's like, no, just half dead, not like
They
real.
just want a big show of power with the armies, and for Paris to just surrender, and then they take over. I don't think they really want a war. I
Well,
don't.
you see how Ferone was. He just wanted to be acknowledged as a family member.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gaston just, I think he just wants to be king.
Yeah.
And then the other cousin or other family member, he wants power and money. He just wants to be bigger than what he is.
Yeah, that's very true. Bad enough.
Mm. But yeah, so I think we deviated from Athos. I mean, it's kind of intertwined with it, but
It's all one big thing. I feel.
yeah, we'll go with that.
But see, the whole Athos thing is tied up with the women, so we could save more of Athos for the end too. So
Okay, so let's move on to Aramis.
yes, doesn't he open up the episode or no?
Aramis opens up the episode and he's talking with the queen, and she has convinced him to take another letter to another Spanish guy to deliver it to her brother.
I I just want to say that my hopes were let down. I thought we were gonna have like a shipper moment.
You know what I did too? I was like, okay, there's gonna be a kiss or something. And no, they just want peace. They don't want any war. And it's nothing to do with their relationship. I was angry.
Yeah, I was offended. I was like, I can't believe Erebus and Ed are sitting here in private. Nobody's looking and nobody is kissing anyone. Wasted opportunity. That's what I
You know what? And then, cause come to think about it, last season weren't they kissing just in the middle of the field in front of everybody
Thank
in
you.
the tent with the flap open? Now y'all got a covert spot. You just
Right.
squandered the opportunity.
Sad. It's sad.
Anyway.
Overt spot. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't.
Erebus
There's
takes.
something wrong with me, I know. But you know, I get into the ships and I'm like, look, here.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I agree. Anyway, Aramis takes the letter.
Right.
And
Dun, 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 dun. He just walks off. No kiss.
right.
Okay, so all right.
He takes the letter to the Spanish emissary, but it's so obvious. Oh my God, it's so obvious that it is not the right guy. And I'm thinking, okay, this is someone who wants to entrap the queen with doing dealings with Spain behind the king's back. And so they catch him. It's Grimaud and his men, of course. They tie him up. He's hanging. My God, that's got to be uncomfortable. Like, my shoulders hurt every time they went back to Aramis and he was hanging from that high thing by his wrist. I was like, ha.
I'm hoping that was not him really hanging from that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm really hoping that he was standing on something.
something. Yeah, and then shot it that way because that was so uncomfortable.
Right. But man, he was a trooper. He really was a trooper. But his scenes were actually really good. Like, Santiago Cabrera is an amazing actor. I feel like they have done a lot with Aramis's character, but I feel like he's always been one kind of person the whole time, like really even. Like, Athos has ups and downs, Porthos has ups and downs, but Aramis has always been kind of the same calm kind of guy. This episode was a really good episode for Aramis as a character, I feel like. Just looking death in the face, you know? I thought he did really well. So
I agree with that. But you know what? This whole cast is really amazing. I think they really did a good job with the casting.
yeah, definitely. Oh, so good.
Speaking of him hanging from that pole, as soon as he got a chance, or the beam or whatever it was,
Right?
it looked like wood.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so as soon as he got a chance, he sent that guy, was like, look, I'm cold. The fire is almost out.
Right?
I'm gonna need some heat in my last moments. Are you that heartless?
Right.
The guy falls for it and he jumps down and gets the key and he's trying to be free.
That was hot.
It was. I was like, yes, do that.
I was like, you break free, boo. Break free. But yeah, so then they try to hatch this plan. Of course, it doesn't work because it's stupid. But trade the Spanish prisoners for Aramis. And, everybody's so mad. Treville, poor Treville, he's like, I have to put out all these fires.
And the crazy thing, we forgot to mention that they it bared the seal of Madrid, and so they, tried to convince them that it came from the Queen's brother.
Right.
And it was really from Gaston and Gramont.
Yes, that's right. Oh, man.
Sorry.
No. I wanted you to jump in. But yeah, because honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's like an episode of Pinky and the Brain. Like, huge plans of domination and how, like, what they're gonna win, how they're gonna win, all that. And then, like, in the last seconds, they're like, "Wait a minute, you're just a stupid little mouse," and then it's over. Like, I don't know. I didn't want them to be more lethal. Grimmauld is scary enough, but the fact that their plans are foiled so quickly
and so easily, yeah, I agree.
Like, all we have to do is band together. I don't know. I did watch the next episode, and what I just complained about in this one does not come true in the next. Ooh, everybody's gonna be so mad.
Lord.
Speaking of being mad, who's next? Hey.
Okay. So yeah, their plan was to lure the Musketeers out and kill them, which I feel like you're right, Pinky in the Brain. Let's dominate the world, right, and let's see how quickly the plans unfoil.
Exactly.
Because of course the Musketeers came in ready. Athos was ready. Porthos was ready. And can I say, Porthos, when he bust in the room and started throwing down, I was like, yes!
Come through.
And Aramis got free, put in work. I was like, yes, the boys together.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Amazing.
All for one.
One for all. Yes. That's a downplay. D'Artagnan and Athos out there holding it down on the outside.
Oh yeah, that was good. No, I mean, like, I love them at work. I love watching them win. Yeah, that was such a great scene. Episode before had an amazing fight scene too. Like, they're really on point this season with, like, the near misses. And I mean, this is their third season doing it. So of course their choreography and their chemistry will be sharper. And I think it really has paid off. Like, man, that fight scene was epic. It was amazing.
It really was. And then Santiago Ago's performance when Grimal is using him as a human shield, and he's like,
Oh,
shoot us both. Shoot me. Shoot. I was like, no.
I know. I was like, don't
you dare. You better not. He's like, shoot me. Shoot me and get him too. Like, he's like, I do not care if I lose my life as long as Grimal dies. I am happy.
I'm sorry. I would have revolted.
Well, we knew that Porthos was not about to shoot his brother. Like, I mean,
yeah, it's true. It's true. But
and like he said, you should have been honest with us. You shouldn't have kept secrets.
And that was a huge secret.
Huge. Because anything could go wrong.
Yeah.
Anything.
Because he told Athos about sleeping with the queen before. I mean, you know, it took him till season 2 to tell Porthos, and they had just met D'Artagnan, like, you know. But he could have at least told Athos what was happening, you know?
I agree.
Ugh.
And this is what secrets get. Athos didn't get to kill Grimal. He got him.
He was mad.
And he was pissed. He was past mad. He was livid.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
He was like, I should shoot y'all. Just he was angry. Like, he's like, I cannot live as long as this world is not big enough for the both of us. He has to die.
It's true. It's true. He's right.
Okay.
I love his hate for Gravade.
I know. It's so amazing. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you had me after I was in euphoria. I was feeling it.
Yeah.
I had just had a good time with my boo.
He had tied me
and
up.
And you gonna attack me when I'm down?
I was trying to just get some extra loving.
Right.
And you just have us in here.
It really was dirty. It was a sneak attack that was uncalled for. Like, seriously.
It really was.
It was wrong. So I feel him, and he's like, I can't even be happy with my boo because of you. Like, he felt like he let everybody down. Right. In that moment, so now they can't be together.
A lot of people even tweeted that, why they don't like Athos's boo. Can we slide into this right quick?
Well, we're Sylvie's next, so.
Okay. Well, I'll bring that up later. Let's finish Athos then. I mean.
Oh, no. Milady's next. Sorry. Go ahead. Bring it up.
Well, they're talking about how much Athos is out of character this season. They're talking about how Sylvie is bad for him. She encourages him to not do his job, or she keeps him from doing his job well. I would like to submit that Athos was always not great at keeping up with his job, because he had to drink himself into an oblivion to forget the life that he used to have with his former wife, who had turned into a monster. So the fact now that he is with someone else and is happy, it might be out of character, but who he was originally was out of character. It wasn't him. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I know exactly what you mean. And you know what? I think it's a great segue into Milady. Because she, of course, comes back this episode.
Ooh, I had chills when I first saw her.
Oh my God.
It was such a perfect.
When Treville was like, I know you're back there, just come on out. And she was like, oh, that was anticlimactic. I wanted there to be some type of surprise or something. And he's like, nope, nope, there's nothing.
It was so weird how she was put on a pedestal, treated with such like adoration, or there were high emotions about her in seasons 1 and 2. You know, she was the king's public mistress. You know, she was the assassin to be feared, and Treville's like, come on, come on, I see you.
Right. I
Oh, I see you killed your next husband. Oh, okay. Like,
and she's like, oh no, that was an accident. And he's like, oh, and his son? Oh, that was not so much. It's like, oh, I did that. I killed him.
if people want her with Athos,
I mean, come on, let's talk about this for a moment.
I don't get it.
This chick killed his brother, lied to him.
Yeah.
She tried to kill him. She burned down his house.
Thank you.
I mean, she's done. Is that not enough?
Yeah.
That's not enough. She tried to kill him and planned to kill him actually every day that she was around.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was some type of plan to kill Athos. Like, I mean,
Sleeping with D'Artagnan to get closer to Athos.
right?
What was the other thing? Like, I mean, she had a plan to get one of them hanged at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She walks right in and starts sleeping with the king.
Exactly.
So she could have money
and protection.
I mean, she's done enough for me to be like, no, I don't need her with Athos. I'm sorry.
No, it's way too much. And of course, she runs in and sees Athos because, you know, she's out of husbands, out of options, out of money. Let's not pretend that she was seeking him out of love. Maybe there's like something left over, but
no. No. And she walks in and into the garrison and she's like, okay, where's Athos? And and the new guy's like, he's not here. And she's like, well, I'll wait.
That's right. She doesn't see him at first.
And then he's like, she's like, who is he with? And he's like, oh, you know, he's with Sylvie. She's like, is she a whore? He's like, no, she's wonderful. She's great. She's kind. She's loving. I mean, a laundry list of wonderful praise. And she was sitting there like, let me go kill this lady.
Wasn't that written all over her face, though?
It was. That's why I thought Sylvie was. I was like, oh, no.
Right.
Sylvie's about to get it.
My favorite part was when they go into that printing press that the queen had given Sylvie for use. And she's like, find your master for me. And she's like, I have no master. I was like, oh, snap. It was so amazing. Because I feel like those are the times you would just assume that. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's a mirror onto our time. You see a person that looks a certain way, you automatically assume what they do or what they have. So I thought that was really cool when she just like walked in and was like, where's your mistress? Where's your master? You know? And she's like, don't got one, boo. Hey.
Like, okay.
Was awesome.
Next. And so Milady is like, you must be Sylvie then. And she looks her up and down and is like, no, he can't be in love. Like, she was really hurt about this thing. She thought Athos would remain this tortured soul forever and never get over her because she's so amazing. And he's like, nope. Yeah. I have fallen in love.
But that is the plot of 80% of fan fiction out there. So I get it. I get why people would think that he would always be in love with her no matter how terrible she is. That's how it goes.
You know what? I agree because Sam Sadie's, there is nothing that they cannot forgive each other. I'm sorry.
Years goes by and they still get married. 20 years. I'm reading that one story and I'm like, why is this happening? They're 40. I'd be married.
Like, you know what? He could have murdered her brother and murdered his brother. She could have murdered his brother. And they still get together. You know what? I'm laughing at myself. Oh my God. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay.
So true. Ah. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
He and Athos finally do see each other. And what does Athos say? He doesn't directly greet her. He says, "This cannot be happening."
And then he had to kiss her to see if it was real.
He's like, not today. Not today.
I was like, really? He had to kiss her just to make sure it was really her. And then immediately he pulls away like, no. It is you. Yeah. But I cannot do this with you because I have someone else. And she's like, oh, Sylvie? He's like, what did you do to her?
I mean, how could she find out about Sylvie in such a short amount of time? I automatically assumed that she had drug her off somewhere after she met her. I assumed the worst, just like Athos did. He didn't need to put his hands on her, didn't need to choke her like that.
But you know what? She was oddly turned on by that. Wait, am I wrong?
No, you're not. Hey, Athos likes to be tied up. She might like a little, I'm not going to judge.
I'm just saying, that's how they're used to dealing with one another, with violence. She tries to kill him, he tries to kill her, and that's what they do. I mean, why would you expect anything different?
Right.
It's a toxic relationship.
Oh my God, they're so terrible.
But he immediately assumed she murdered Sylvie. Why? Because she's a murderer.
Yeah.
Who has murdered people that he loved before. So it's like.
And just murders people for money. And also murders people for fun. So. In a nutshell.
I feel like we're going in on my lady. So let's go to this scene where she's watching. I know that's in Sylvie. But when she's.
No, I mean, like, how they get there. He's like, oh, well, where is she? She's like, she's safe. So I'm thinking that Milady told the Red Guard where she was. And that's how they end up in the square. Don't you think?
Well, I think so, but also they went and stole the seal.
Oh, that's right.
To make those
pornographic letters.
The queen and her boyfriend letters.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I still feel like I'm not quite sure whether or not she has something to do with it, but I feel like she do because she's a snake in the grass.
I think she at least knows where she is. I think she was probably there when she got arrested because it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, it was still the same day, and it was still, yeah.
So yeah, she's out there watching Sylvie.
Ooh.
I mean, we'll get to that. And she had no remorse, but when Athos comes to save her, she's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I've lost. She realized how much he's in love with her.
Yeah.
So she goes and accepts Treville's offer to be uh, uh,
His assassin, basically.
assassin. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the kind of the same deal that she had with the Cardinal in season as well. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so Sylvie,
Yes. Our little ray of sunshine, our precious little.
so amazing. She's so beautiful.
I love.
And okay, so she comes in like towards the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And Constance comes to her with the plan to, well, we skipped over the fact that when the Musketeers came to rescue the prisoners um,
Mm.
to do the trade, Marceau started this whole thing where he was like, "Oh, the Queen must be behind this because they're Spanish prisoners and they're being saved after they killed French soldiers or whatever they've done." And
Right.
he was like, "Yeah, the Queen," and just starting rumors, which are, how nasty little rumors are. They'll kill everything, and nobody wants the truth as long as it sounds good.
Uh-huh.
So the Constance and the Musketeers and everybody comes up with this plan to have Sylvie, for her to help Sylvie teach the poor how to read and write.
Yes.
And that would help her character amongst, the poorest people, and
Mm-hmm.
help them to see the Queen in a better light.
Exactly.
And so they of course, Sylvie is happy about this because she's all about helping the poor read and write, and she's, just really into her.
I think in the fact that royalty sees the need for the poor to be educated, I feel that's like a real like stamp of approval from Sylvie and from the working class. It's kind of like the beginnings of the French Revolution. I mean, it's 100 years early, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
they came up.
anyway, so they come up with this plan to ruin the Queen,
Yes,
and so they print up these flyers with saying the Queen and her new boo. A
yes.
hot mess, and they stamp it with the Queen's seal.
Oh, so dirty.
Evil, just evil.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's just too much.
And how
And
about
so,
all
of
of the
course,
being so
the king gets wind of it, of the flyers, and he's like, I told you to. Which, can I say,
mm,
when he said, you know, you guys want to teach the poor how to read and write. What if they become more literate than the nobles?
yeah.
That, I was like, that is the basis of racism, classism, and all the other isms
Exactly.
that are out there.
And it's like we
What
don't
if
want to let
they?
them in.
What if the bottom of the barrel climbs to the top?
Yep. That.
It was kind of annoying. Sorry.
No, no, I love it.
No, I loved it, but I'm just saying that type of thinking is annoying. So, of course, he's pissed. He's like, okay, this makes me look like an idiot.
Yeah,
And, like, I told you not to do this.
exactly. Like
It backfired.
yeah, he's like super worried about his own image, Oh yeah.
And, of course, Sylvie takes the blame. They
Yeah.
swear she's the one who printed these and abused the queen's generosity. And so they have decided. Well, the king is like, he's telling the musketeers, yeah, Sylvia's behind this. She's going to be punished, and she should be lucky I didn't have her killed. And Athos is like, excuse me, what
Mm-hmm.
did you say now? Say what now?
Yep.
And he storms out. And the king is like, you have not been dismissed. And he's like, I dismissed myself.
Yes. Do it.
And he runs to go save his boo, but not before she has gotten some licks. And of
Oh,
course, oh my God, it was so sad.
it was hard to watch. Not gonna lie, it was rough.
It was really sad. And Milady is just standing there all detached from the whole scene. She's like,
It was almost,
watching it like,
yeah.
what? She had no remorse. She's like, well, I mean, I don't know. I would feel bad watching it, even if it was a stranger.
Right.
But I don't know. Milady was just a mess. But why would I have a conscience? She's pure evil. And of course, when she sees Athos break through the crowd and he's like about to go in on the Red Guard, and of course his brothers come and help him, and he yanks her down and he's like, you guys are animals, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yes.
And I'm like, yes, yes, and yes, they should.
And they're like, this is the law, like passed down from the king. And he's like, I don't care about the law. Like, this is not the law,
It was wrong. It really was. And I totally understand where he was coming from. He's like, she didn't do this. Right. You probably the one who did it. Because he knows that he's in with Grimaud and all the rest of them evil people.
Now, one of the cool things, what's his name? Simon Allen, one of the executive producers of the series 3, he tweeted to one of our girls his blog post that had the original scene that he wrote of that flogging scene. And it was basically Marceau asking Sylvie to give up Constance. And he said, we won't make it hard. We won't make it hurt too bad if you just confess that Constance had anything to do with it. Because Constance is this close to being arrested by the Red Guard, all of Series 3 anyway.
Yeah, she is.
So she was just saying, like, I'm not going to do it. And Marceau, like, looked at the guy and he's like, make it hard. So, like, when they're whipping her, I was like, extra hard. And I was just like, I don't know if I could have handled that scene if I would have known. You know what I mean?
They were excellent in that scene. I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. And she's like, you won't be innocent anymore. But he was never innocent anyway. She's just like, there's no going back. And honestly, he didn't care. He was just like, yeah, give her 30 licks because she, it was 20. Let's bump it up to 30.
Ooh.
But in that scene as well, Milady really realized how much Athos cares about her because he was willing to lay down his life.
Yes. Oh, man.
To stop Sylvie from getting any more of those licks. And I'm surprised he didn't kill Marceau. Well, he wasn't the one who hit her, but
Right. But that moment when he pulls Sylvie down, he's like holding her. That was beautiful. Like, my poor stripper's heart. I was just like, I can't take it. My emotions. And to watch, like, Milady kind of realize that, like, she's in the shadows to him now. She's part of his past. She's a ghost to him, just for her to finally realize that, and for her to see him moving on to with someone who'll make him happy and healthy. I think that was a really beautiful moment to have him focused on Sylvie, knowing that she's out there. He knew she was in the crowd, you know. So I thought that was like real moment that like was really meaningful. Anyway, sorry, I'm done.
Okay. Did we miss anything? No, I think that was the episode.
I think so. Oh, I forgot my paper. You can find me at Simply the Worst on Twitter. I
And
tweet stupid stuff. Where could they find you, Denise?
I'm at Forever Sam Sadie's.
Yay!
Yay. So hit us up and tweet at us. We'll tweet you back.
We're gonna try to live tweet with the UK next Saturday. It's 3:30 Eastern time, 2:30 for us. So hopefully we'll see you guys there.
All right. Bye. Thanks for watching.